Niger Delta, a land of widening creeks, dense mangroves, and abundant natural wealth. Beneath each soil lies crude oil, the resources that powers Nigerian's economy. Yet, for decades, this same wealth became the source of pain, conflict, and bloodshed. In the late 90s, one ethnic group rose with a clear message: resources control, environmental justice, and self-determination. They were the Ijaw people, and their agitation would ignite one of the most intense periods of unrest in Nigerian's history, particularly in Warri, the heart of Delta State's oil economy. This is the true story of the Ijaw Unrest. The Ijaws are one of the largest ethnic nationalities in the Niger Delta. They inhabit riverine communities across present-day Bayelsa, Delta, Rivers, Ondo, Edo, and Akwa Ibom states. They are traditionally fishermen, traders, and farmers. The Ijaws lived closely with their environment. The rivers were their roots, the creeks their lifeline. But when oil was discovered in the Niger Delta in the 1950s, everything changed. Oil brought money, but not for the people whose land produced it. By the 1990s, oil exploration had devastated Ijaw communities. Oil spills polluted rivers, gas flaring poisoned the air, fishing and farming collapsed. Despite generating billions of dollars from Nigeria, Ijaw communities lacked clean water, roads, schools, hospitals, employment opportunities. Peaceful petitions were ignored. Community leaders, they are sidelined, and they quietly grew beneath the creeks. For the Ijaw youth, silence was no longer an option. In December 1998, history was made. Over 5,000 Ijaw youths gathered in Kaiama, present-day Bayelsa. From that historic meeting emerged the Kaiama Declaration, a bold political statement demanding ownership and control of Ijaw land and resources, an end to environmental destruction, the withdrawal of military forces from Ijaw communities, respect for Ijaw's self-determination. The declaration rejected exploitation and warned multinational oil companies to leave Ijaw land by December 30th, 1998. The Nigeria state responded with force. The government saw the Kaiama Declaration as a threat to national security. Soldiers were deployed across the Niger Delta. Peaceful protests were met with bullets. Communities were raided. Young men were arrested, beaten, and killed. In places like Yenagoa, Odi, Warri, and surrounding creeks, tension escalated. For many Ijaw youths, resistance transformed from protest into confrontation. Warri was different. The city sat at the center of overlapping ethnic clans. Ijaw, Ishakiri, and Urubu communities lived side by side. Oil companies, local government headquarters, and political boundaries intensified rivalry. In 1997, the relocation of a local government headquarters sparked outrage, particularly among Ijaw communities who felt marginalized. By the late 1990s, tensions exploded. Armed clashes erupted between Ijaw and Ishakiri youths, later drawing in rebel groups. Villages were burned, civilians were displaced, creeks became battle zones, oil facilities shut down, workers fled. The Nigerian economy felt the shock. State security forces intervened, but often worsened the crisis through indiscriminate force. Warri became a symbol of Niger Delta instability. The true victims, they are ordinary people. Children grew up in refugee camps. Fishermen lost their rivers. Women lost husbands and sons. Thousands were displaced. Hundreds were killed. Trust between communities was shattered. Yet, the struggle brought international attention to Niger Delta injustice. The Ijaw Unrest of the late 1990s reshaped Nigerians' politics, declared the foundation for Niger Delta militancy in the 2000s, resourced control debates, the creation of Niger Delta development agencies, amnesty programs years later. Though peace returned gradually, the core issues, justice, equity, and development remain unresolved. The Ijaw Unrest was not born from hatred, but from long years of neglect. It was a cry from the creeks, a demand to be seen, heard, and respected. The story of the Niger Delta is not just about oil. It is about people. And until justice flows like the rivers of the Delta, the echoes of this unrest will never truly fade.